the interview that Vince McMahon, a very rare interview that he hadn't done in about, over 15 years now, one-on-one sit-down interview with current SmackDown commentator, color commentator, Pat McAfee, where they talked about a variety of things, where Pat McAfee did a fantastic job, a stupendous job of humanizing and allowing Vince McMahon to open up and actually have a conversation and not be Mr. McMahon. That's very rare to see, and it's very rare for someone to bring that out of the 73-year-old billionaire. But he did that. And amongst many other things, Vince McMahon called Michael Cole a horrible human being, which caused a lot of laugh around the IWC. He also offered Pat McAfee a match at WrestleMania, which caused some controversy out there because, WrestleMania right now, the card, it's shaping up better and better as we head into the show of shows, but it could be better. He talked about his competition. He talked about AEW or Pat McAfee brought up AEW, and Vince McMahon just basically said that, they're there. He recognizes them, and, when they get to the point where they have to compete, Vince McMahon will not back down. That's basically what he said. He also brought up the fact that, he does listen to the wrestling fans. Vince McMahon does indeed listen to the wrestling fans. Not the IWC, because, as I've stated here in the past, and as it's well known up until this point, the IWC is very fickle. They change on a dime like that. They go up, down, sideways, right, left, backwards, frontwards. It doesn't matter. As long as, they have frustrations in life, they're gonna criticize the product based on those frustrations. That's something that everybody knows. And Vince McMahon basically went out and said, I don't listen to the IWC because of that. I listen to the wrestling audience. I listen to what they want because it's good for business. You have to at this point. But the IWC has a certain way of viewing things and a certain way of handling things that he doesn't like. And that's why he doesn't really pay attention to that or really listen to that. But what I want to touch upon is Vince McMahon is inducting. He is officially going to be inducting The Undertaker into the WWE Hall of Fame during WrestleMania weekend. An honor that has only been bestowed upon one other man, I believe, in the past, and that was Stone Cold Steve Austin. So if Vince McMahon inducts you, you got Stone Cold, you got The Undertaker, and, this is a prediction, this is a spoiler, whatever you want to call it. In the future, I believe Vince McMahon is going to induct two other men, possibly John Cena and The Rock, into the WWE Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure about that. But you couldn't have it any other way. I mean, I wanted Kane to induct him. I said that last week. Their relationship, their storyline on TV, behind the scenes, legendary. The biggest, most fantastical storyline out there. But Vince McMahon inducting Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, into the WWE Hall of Fame, there's something poetic about that. And like I said, we haven't seen anybody else been announced for the for the WWE Hall of Fame this year. Like I said, there shouldn't be anybody else. It should be all these stars that are synonymous with The Undertaker's legendary feuds. Kane, Triple H, Vince McMahon, The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Mick Foley, Randy Orton, Edge, and many, many more out there. Just have them throughout the entire 1 hour, 2 hour ceremony. Just go out there, tell some stories about the dead man, and really make the show about The Undertaker. And Vince McMahon inducting him into the WWE Hall of Fame just adds fuel to that fire that every single professional wrestling fan out there wants. Because even if you aren't a wrestling fan, even if you aren't a WWE fan now, but you were in the past, you respect The Undertaker, and more often than not, you are going to watch his Hall of Fame induction. So with that said, like I said, Vince McMahon inducting The Undertaker into the WWE Hall of Fame. Good on that.